What's going on, everybody? I am back with another Prize Picks player props video for this Monday, January 31st NBA DFS slate. Excited to get into this breakdown, guys. Going to be giving you guys 5 first look picks that I like tonight on this Prize Picks slate tonight. And looking forward to doing these, man. I did my first video yesterday. Going to continue to go with the flow here. Going to be trying to put these out every single day for you guys, along with my DraftKings and FanDuel content. If you haven't checked that out, I also do provide that. Check that out on my YouTube channel. And if you haven't signed up for Prizepicks, guys, join them. Sponsor of this video. Sign up today using that promo code KJK DFS, or you can use the link down below in the description. You'll get a $100 deposit match. Up to $100, they'll match it. If you put in $100, you'll have $200 in your account. If you put in $50, you'll have $100. You get the point. They're giving you a nice deal when you use that promo code KJK DFS, so I appreciate them being the sponsor of this program. And if you haven't checked out, I did just release a premium content package, guys, over here on my Patreon, patreon.com/KJK_DFS. You can get access to all my Prize Picks, projections, NBA data sheet, player stats, team stats, play context stats, giving you a little bit of a sneak peek as to the Prize Picks projection hub that I put together over here. I have the sheet sorted by the worst place, so what you're seeing on here isn't going to be too relevant. But you'll get the player's name, team, position, opponent, points, rebounds, assists, block shots, steals, field goal percentage, free throws percentage, three-pointers percentage, free throws made, two-pointers made, three-pointers made, turnovers, minutes, and fantasy points. That's all dialed into a projection system to help you out with your Prize Picks. I will also be giving you 5 to 10 core plays over here where you can see my core plays. They'll be highlighted in green for the over, red for under on that Prize Picks projections hub sheet, but I'll have those core plays listed here. Because later on in the day, when we have all the injury news and stuff and the projections are adjusted, I'm going to have some different picks than what I typically would when I go over this video. I'm going to have some more ones that I'm confident in. So if you want to check that out, that's linked below in the description, patreon.com/KJK_DFS. And without further ado, guys, let's talk about it. Let's talk about some Prize picks on this slate tonight. So the very first one that I'm going to be going with tonight is going to be the Julius Randle over points. Taking on a Sacramento Kings squad tonight. Julius Randle has not been the best as of late. He's only averaging 13.2 points per game. However, it's one of the best possible matchups that you could ask for taking on the Sacramento Kings squad tonight. Looking at my defensive half-court and putbacks tool over here on my Patreon premium content sheet, you can see that the Sacramento Kings are 20th overall in half-court points per play rank, 28th in offensive rebounding percentage rank allowed given up as well, 24th in half-court percentage of plays allowed, and 29th in putbacks. So the Sacramento Kings have been terrible defensively all season long, second to worst team defensively in the league. Going to be getting a lot of putback opportunities, going to be getting a lot of opportunities to score against this very less than stellar Sacramento Kings squad tonight. So I really do like Julius Randle. Taking a look on my sheets as well as far as how they square off against the power forward center position. That is Julius Randle. You can see they are 29th in the league against 29th in the league defensively. We just talked about that, but they're 23rd overall as far as the ability to guard Julius Randle's position as well. So really like targeting some Julius Randle, taking the over on points tonight. That's going to be my first pick for this Prize Picks segment today. Moving further along here, as far as my second pick, we're going to go on over to the Memphis-Philadelphia game, and we're going to talk about Steven Adams. We're going to talk about the rebounding prop here for Mr. Steven Adams taking on this Philadelphia squad tonight. They are really going to need some Steven Adams. Why? Because they're facing an opposing big in Joel Embiid, who's one of the best big men in the league, and he is a traditional big, going to sit around the rim for quite a bit of the game. So I think we're going to see Steven Adams ramp up his minutes in this one for that reason. I do like him quite a bit. I've got him projected at 9.05 rebounds in my projection model. Projected to play 24 minutes on my projection model, and like I said, that's kind of being a little bit on the conservative side, I would say, because with there being, Joel Embiid on the opposing side here, I do think that Steven Adams is going to be a much-needed guy here. Jaren Jackson, not exactly the top-level defender. Steven Adams much better on the rim, so I do think we could see an uptick in minutes for him in this particular matchup, taking on this Philadelphia squad tonight. And for that reason, I am really liking the over on his rebounding prop. Taking a look at the Philadelphia offensive rebound percentage given up as well. 23rd in the league offensive rebounds and 22nd in putbacks. So some opportunity around the rim as far as the offensive half-court and putbacks. Looking at the Memphis Grizzlies, they are first in the league in putbacks, meaning they are the #1 team in putbacks around the rim in the league. So everything kind of matching up here for Mr. Steven Adams to have quite a bit of rebounds. The matchup, the overall statistics on both ends, and for that reason, I'm going to like the over 8.5 on Steven Adams rebounds tonight. So that is the second pick. Moving further along, we're going to head on over to the Toronto Raptors Atlanta Hawks game, and rather than taking an over, we're going to go with an under in this one. Always a little bit dicey targeting an under when you're talking about the Toronto Raptors because they play their starters so many minutes, but I'm going to be doing it in this one with Scotty Barnes. So Scotty Barnes, the rebound total, they got him at 7.5 rebounds. I think that's too high of a line on this slate tonight when you're taking a look at the matchup as far as the total and everything in this game. It's a 218.5 over-under in this Atlanta Hawks-Toronto Raptors game, so not exactly the fastest-paced game in the world. Overall, the slate doesn't have a lot of fast-paced games, but certainly a game where I think that Scotty Barnes' rebounding total is a little too high here at 7.5. Looking at my premium content tools, I've got him projected for 6.85 rebounds, so not like it's a huge discrepancy in the amount of rebounds he's expected to get, but we've seen him average 6.6 over his last 5 games. I just don't quite think he's able to snag 8 rebounds tonight. Might be able to get, 5 or 6, but I don't think he's going to get up to that 8 mark. And for that reason, he's got to compete with a Pascal Siakam on the boards, an OG Anunoby on the boards. The rebounding distribution is pretty even across the board on this team. Don't like that line as far as taking the over. I like the under. So I'm going to go ahead and take the under on Scotty Barnes, 7.5 rebounds. That will be my third pick for this video. 2 more guys. The next one, I'm going to go ahead with Ja Morant's points. This line really shocked me when I opened the Prizepicks app this morning, and I think it's just too low. Ja Morant, 26.5 points. When you're taking a look at his last 5, he's been averaging 35.6 points per game. I would say the only thing that scares me a little bit in this game is there is a possibility of some Matisse Thybulle defense being thrown his way from the Philadelphia 76ers. I will say, if there was something that was going to go wrong, that would be it, because Matisse Thybulle is one of the best on-ball defenders in the league, really phenomenally defensively. But Tyrese Maxey, Seth Curry, not too worried about them. And when you look at the Memphis Grizzlies starting lineup, they do go a little bit big. They have Zaire Williams, Jaren Jackson, and Steven Adams. So it's like, is Tobias Harris really going to be able to take on the Jaren Jackson responsibility, and are they going to have to switch Matisse Thybulle down there is the question. But more importantly, I mean, this guy's on average been outscoring this line by 10 points per game the last 5 times out. There's no Dylan Brooks, which has really increased his usage as of late. And so even though it might be a tougher matchup with Matisse Thybulle, I still think he's able to get you there. Even if he has a bit of a rough game, I think he scores in the upper 20s in points tonight. So I'm going to go ahead and take this over 26.5 on Ja Morant's points for my 4th pick in this video. And lastly, we're going to head on back over to that Toronto Raptors Atlanta Hawks game, but rather than taking it under this time, we're going to go ahead and go with an over. And we're going to take the over on Mr. OG Anunoby's points. OG Anunoby projected for 17, or the line falls at 17.5 points on Prizepicks tonight. On average, over his last 5, he's been averaging 18. A big part of that is the Portland-Washington games where he only put up 12 and 11, but after that, he's put up 24, 23, and 20. And he gets to take on an Atlanta Hawks team that does not scare us defensively whatsoever. Looking at my defensive half-court and putbacks tool, see Atlanta's 27th in the league overall in points per possession rank, bottom 4 in the league, 24th in half-court points per play rank, 17th in putbacks. Once again, a team that's going to offer you a lot of opportunity. And as far as how they square off against Mr. OG Anunoby's position here on the season, let's see if I don't know if I highlighted him before this video, but OG Anunoby, yeah, right here, he's put, they are 22nd in the league, 7th against his position, but I got to be honest with you, I don't really think that's going to factor in here when you have all these different bodies you have to guard on the Toronto Raptors and all the minutes that have to go around. I mean, OG Anunoby on a projection base here as far as what I've got him to play for minutes. I got him projected for 33 minutes in my projection model, and I can tell you that is a very modest projection, once again, going a little bit light on those minutes just to be conservative here, but I can tell you there's a high likelihood he gets up in the mid-30s to upper 30s, if not 40 minutes, if this game does stay close, which it's expected to with only a 2.5 point spread. So those are going to be my 5 Prizepicks picks for this slate tonight, guys. First look, like I said, things do change throughout the day. Obviously, more lines get posted on Prizepicks, and we get some injury news. We get lines adjusted. I'll have my projections all up to date right around lock for the DraftKings FanDuel slate, the 7 o'clock slate. And then the cool thing about this Prizepicks picks is that we're going to be able to pick games in the, we're going to be able to pick guys in the late games where the news isn't quite out. If you didn't watch my other video, the DraftKings and FanDuel video, I would highly encourage you to do so, because my lock of the night tonight is going to be a high usage guy, and if his lines were posted right now, can pretty much guarantee you I'd probably be taking some overs on him, but the Portland-Oklahoma City game isn't quite posted yet. So if you want to find out my lock of the night, head on over there. Watch that DraftKings and FanDuel video as well. And that's all from me, guys. Sign up today using that promo code KJK DFS. If you haven't joined the Prizepicks club yet, would highly encourage you to do so. Going to be fun. Give you those 5 picks today. Looking forward to continuing to do these videos. If you enjoyed the content, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future content that I upload. Wish you guys all the best of luck tonight on your prize pick adventures. And we will see you in the next one.